You should have waited till I finished this game against Wk, because I think you made the wrong choice. I'm really dog shit, Joey. No, I'm not gonna lose to Cleto though. I'm still gonna beat him. But I might lose this game to Wk, bro. Like, I'm really bad. Yeah. Oh my god, my team's fucking tired because I did half pat. Oh my god.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
What?
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
To say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on first down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Charles, Thursday night.
Yeah, mine will probably come this game because my team's tired. Can't fucking do starters with half pads 2 weeks in a row or they all die. Shit's fucking retarded. This game's so bad.
You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
on second down. It's Carson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They run the counter. Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
You're just like a serial rapist. I would expect nothing less of you. It's just the facts of the way it is, Sean.
The pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in
there's no point in going over this again.
How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DJ Waddle gets him for a loss of 8.
Exactly.
Push up front. 6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard
back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
"51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive.
I completely agree with Zach.
They're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. DJ Waddle drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be in.
What'd you say there before, Bacchus? They were talking over you.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big.
Oh yeah, I was I don't know, I was trying to audible or something.
They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over.
He do not care.
Set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. Oh my god! I luckily got a pump fake off. It was throwing it back.
You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize
Yeah, I
those
saw.
and maximize what you've been
Kid's a
doing
clown.
And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look at.
Bro, I'm getting eaten alive by this line.
He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First down, here's the run.
Bro, what? Are you guys kidding me right now?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
How many times do we see
Did you see how he got to the outside, though? Both of my guys took the same gap, man.
Quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to
That shit was ridiculous.
That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
Wow.
That led to a really nice gain.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Ali Cox. Touchdown, Vikings. Mo Ali Cox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the
My team can't cover a dead body.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm so done with Madden.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck do I want to keep playing this shit for?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here...
I know that's the plan, Joey.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points.
No, I'm not.
If someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Wilson on first down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 40.
No, I don't have a dog.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And some space here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
All right, Lockie's getting the ATK treatment.
Begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first.
I don't know. Way she goes, I guess.
Certainly makes it something of an important drive for
You guys ready to watch me go goal line all the way down the field?
but you have to do something.
Since my offense is so horrid. ATK got this treatment once upon a time. It worked. The one time I've ever done it, it worked. So here we go.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
You're a loser, dude.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Put it in with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
ATK hasn't said a lie since he joined the party. I hate him a lot. And that's all there is to it.
Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33.
I don't know if I can just do that at will anymore, Joey.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to, will step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf.
Yeah. Conk would get his ass whooped if I played him still.
Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
That was a different play, I'm pretty sure.
They'll try and throw.
I honestly could be wrong about that, though.
He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I don't have another play like that, I thought.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Okay.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
I whooped his ass. I whooped his ass. I think I'm better than Deuce. I just got really hoed really badly this season when he barely beat me still. I feel very confident against Deuce. They're probably tougher than the other 3 for me for some reason. But I definitely would whoop Shooter. Moon might beat me. The Bucks just beat me. I played the worst game of Madden I've ever played in my life, though. No, he actually just beat me, bro. I'm just that dog shit when I lost to him. Yeah, Kliku can get this dick whenever. Yeah, I get it. I just gotta get in, but like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna try and get in. I'm not gonna not try and get in. I am by no means anywhere close to as into Madden, no. That's the question. I don't know. It always happens. I get sick of Madden more seasons we go. That's just the way it is. Well, that way for a lot of people. I love one in season 3. Oh my god, man. Well, the only person I'll beat is you, buddy.
He's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Didn't Jamar Jefferson run for 2 tutros on you in the Super Bowl ATK?
Here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw is Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
You're an idiot, dude. This is taking you so long.
Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left.
Wow, I just got bailed.
Dwayne Eskridge. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Completes it to the fullback hand. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes as
McKinstry's fodder.
Defense, because not ordinarily thought as
Dude got cooked by DK.
Works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down now, it's Carson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert. Incompletion brings up 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity. And
You're such a loser.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They're going to look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Back to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 76 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away.
No.
A lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh my god, I thought he came down with that. I was about to lose my head, bro.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure.
Homeboy tried to run dagger on me.
He went through all of his rules
Don't
about
do
getting
it.
rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take this 4 up to the
Yeah, hey. Make that two of us, buddy.
Big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pass to you said big third.
Oh my god, oh, Russell did get there! Oh, he got there! I thought he was gonna miss the throw, thank god.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Wilson.
Bombs away.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On second down, it's Carson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now the question everyone's wondering.
Why isn't Waukee calling timeout here?
Do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On first down, Carson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the start.
You're an idiot.
Just over a minute to go in the game. On second down now, it's Carson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On third down, Carson, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
Come on, butt.
Nfasl kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5.
If Wk returns this kick, I'm quitting. That's it for me. That's the final straw.
Because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot,
you're not valuable to your company because you're bum.
make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover.
I almost lost it. I got scared.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play.
I would have killed myself.
You know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game,
that would have been really sad.
Plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came out
suicide.
So for the Seahawks,
Amogus?
over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few extra
Mogus?
to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,